Hello and welcome to Life with Jane. I know it's Tuesday and it's not Monday, but I thought that I would do something a little bit different this time. So I'm going to be putting my videos out this week on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, because I think a lot of people are doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and although I always say I'm not overly fussed with figures and things on YouTube, it is a bit disconcerting when your figures drop a lot, and at the moment they're running below 100 views. They're gradually getting to 100, but that's not very good at all, and I was trying to work out and look and see why that might be. And I think it's because a lot of people are putting similar sort of videos. So, you know, life with people, and most of them are in their late 50s to late 60s, 70s. And I don't want to be competing with everybody else doing the same sort of thing, because I'm no expert. I literally rabbit and talk, because I've always rabbited and talked. I don't edit too much. When I'm doing my foodie things, I will clip bits together, but I don't cut and I don't fast forward and I don't do things like that, because I think, well, if you want to, you can do that yourself. But it just makes sense for me to be just me and do my videos the way I've always done them. And, you know, I've had one of my videos, the one with the steamed pudding, hit nearly 80,000 views, which was absolutely incredible. And then the following week it went back down to, you know, a couple of hundred. But at the moment, and I don't know whether it's summer, I don't know whether, a lot of it's to do with YouTube, a lot of it's to do with analytics and things like that, which I'm not really into that much. I don't understand them. I just make my videos as I've always done. But I thought I would change it a bit and do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday this week. So what are we going to talk about? I've got my little notes here so I don't sort of go completely off piste. Oh, the first thing. At the moment it is, what time is it? It's 7:45 in the morning. So this video is going to go up immediately after I've finished. So I will upload it and it will probably be up before 9 o'clock, depending how long it takes to upload it. Shouldn't be that long. And I was reading an article recently about people who have trouble sleeping, people who struggle with feel-goods, so, you know, can get a little bit down, and I know that in the winter, when we don't have a lot of sunshine, people suffer from something called SAD, and SAD is where you don't feel very good, your body feels you know, not particularly nice. So I thought I would do a little bit of research, and a lot of it is to do with what they call vitamin D, and vitamin D comes from the sunshine. So if you are able to get out for, they say 10 minutes minimum, but again it depends on your skin type and how hot a country you are and how hot it is first thing in the morning. But if you can get out within half an hour of waking up, whether it's sitting with a cup of coffee on your balcony, whether it's sitting for the cup of coffee in your garden, whether it's going for a walk like me, I'm up and in the park every morning by 7 o'clock, that 10 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes, however long you are, without too much sunscreen or anything like that. And as I say, I am turning around and saying it depends where you are. At 7 o'clock in the morning or 7:30 in the morning in the UK, the sun is, if it's out, it's not very strong at all, and you'd be fine for the 10 minutes. The idea is that you get the sunshine onto your skin, and it makes it helps with your is it circadian rhythms, which basically is your body clock, and it helps keep your body clock where it should be, which means that you wake up, you have a better night's sleep, and you wake up better. Now, I don't know about this, and I don't know whether it is true or not. All I know is that for me, I've always been blessed with being able to sleep standing up in a cupboard. Literally, I put my head down on the pillow at night. Within 5 minutes, I'm asleep. I sleep right the way through to the morning, apart from occasional one-off getting up for a pee in the night. And I can go straight back to bed and go straight back to sleep. So I've always been very lucky with that. And I put that down to me being and feeling good for my age. Now, I say that with a pinch of salt. I think I look pretty good for my age. I will be 66 in December. I'm thankfully, touch wood and a fair day, I'm pretty healthy. I don't have any underlying health conditions. I take no pharmaceutical medication or any medication of any sort. And I haven't, the only time I've ever been in hospital as such was when I gave birth to my 2 children. Yes, I had a small, what was it called? A squamous cell carcinoma. So a contained little mole growth on my arm that had to be removed. So it wasn't, it was, what do they call it? It was cancerous, but it wasn't spreading. It was a little contained one. And again, that was probably from too much sunshine. But I do put sunscreen on when I go out now. Apart from first thing in the morning. No, I don't first thing in the morning because I'm taking the dog for a walk. And it's normally, if the sun's there, the sun is at such a low angle that it's not, you're not going to get the UV rays, which are the rays which are not good for you. So these are my own opinions. They're not based on any sort of, you know, apart from what I've read. So don't sort of quote me on it. If you're somebody who is very fair-skinned and needs to have sunscreen on every time they go outside, then you put sunscreen on because it's really important to do that. All I'm saying is that they do say that to get vitamin D into your body, your skin needs to be exposed to the sun for 10 minutes or so. Yes, 10 minutes minimum. So as I say, if you can get out early enough before the sun's up, but there's still, you know, the light, it's supposed to be good for you. So whether it is or whether it isn't, I'm somebody who has always been up early, always been out in the sunshine for a half an hour, 40-minute walk, because my little girl is now nearly 10 years old. So she doesn't need the, you know, hour and a half that she needed when she was sort of 6 or 7. If she gets too much exercise, she gets a little bit stiff and is starting to show the beginning signs of, you know, old age, as it were, as we all are. So what are we going to be doing this week? This week, I'm doing a garden update on Wednesday. I haven't done a garden update for a couple of weeks, and I've got some beautiful roses in the garden. The roses are absolutely stunning, and they go by so quickly. And today and for the rest of the week, it's supposed to be quite wet, and it's already starting to get very windy. So most of the roses are going to get blown away. So I thought if I didn't get the chance to show you the garden now, by next week when it's not going to be raining, so a chance to video in the garden, they're probably all gone because, as I say, roses don't last that long. But there's some nice things growing. An update on the greenhouse situation with whatever is eating my plants and things like that. So there's an update on that with some slightly better news, which is good. So hopefully that will be good for you. what are we doing Foodie Friday? Foodie Friday is going to be, I've done a sponge cake, which is a Victoria sandwich sponge cake recipe, but I've done it with brown sugar instead of caster sugar or white sugar, and I've put some sliced chopped apples in it. It was absolutely delicious. It rose beautifully because obviously I do my baking normally a couple of weeks in advance. So I've already tasted it, eaten it, and had some pieces in the freezer which aren't in the freezer because I had family round and they shared a slice of the cake when it was there. So it's an apple sponge cake, not like the apple and pecan and thing tray bake I did. That had a very different sort of texture. This is a sponge cake, so it's very sort of light and spongy, which should be nice. So that is that's on Friday, and yes, I'm going to try this week, as I said, doing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and see what the viewings are like. As I say, I just sit and chat with you. I would love comments and things of topics or things like that you'd like to talk about. I don't have any particular topics every week. I just sort of sit and have a bit of a chat and a ramble with you. I've got a coffee sitting on the side, which is my morning cup of coffee, and that's really just about it. So I'm not going to keep this a very long one. It's going to be quite quick, short and sharp. And I will be back on Wednesday for the garden, Thursday and Saturday. So Thursday for the garden, Saturday for Foodie Friday, which is not going to be Foodie Friday, it's going to be Saturday, because I think Foodie Friday, obviously there seems to be lots of people doing it. I'm just trying to allow my video to be seen by a few more people, because I know that I've got my faithful few that comment every single time. Tanya, Judy, thank you so much. I appreciate your comments all the time, and it means a huge amount to me that, you know, without fail. And it's funny, if you don't comment for a day or something, I think, oh, I wonder if they're all right, because it's that sort of thing, that it is that weekly or 3 times a week contact that I know that you're all right. Yes, you're really, even though you're the other side of the world, and I've never met you, we've become quite close friends, which is good. And that's the power of YouTube. You know, you make friends by talking to people and being in contact with people the other side of the world. I know, you know, some of you don't have gardens, so I know that when I do my garden videos, it's really appreciated, because it's like walking around a garden so you can actually see it. I know people who have massive, great big, huge acreage of garden will probably look at my garden and go, well, it's not that fancy. No, it's not. It's my garden, and I love my garden. It's quite rustic, a bit like me. It's not hugely manicured. It's very much a cottage sort of garden with bits and pieces here and there, plants growing here and there. But it's beautiful. It attracts lots of bees, and it's something I love spending my time out there, weeding and planting and doing things. I have some lovely little herb bits, and I've got some new bits to show you as well, so to do with the herbs, so that's quite good. So anyway, I've started prattling again. I won't do that. But as always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.